Hey, Mar.
Andrew!
What's going on? You get divorced again, I heard?
Yeah, I did.
Want to talk about it?
Why? Right now?
Yeah. Patreon. Nothing matters. Welcome. Finally, you get beer.
Happy?
Never.
Hello.
After.
Todd.
Nice fucking sweatshirt.
Podcast is one word.
Yeah, white's a good color for you.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Happy ever after, people. Patreon.
Hey, everybody. I'm Andrew.
Hi, and I'm Mara.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh. Hi, Marshall.
Hi, my love.
How are you?
Good. How you feeling? What the fuck's the matter with you? You want
What's
me
the matter with you?
You want me to take you outside?
Yeah,
Smack
take me
you
outside.
around?
Oh, I would fuck you up. Now that I have AIDS, I would fuck you up.
You should fuck him up with AIDS.
Oh, that would be bad,
Yeah,
too.
that would be super bad.
Dude, I can be like, now that I'm not worried about getting my blood on you, I would fuck you up. Like, come on, come
Put
on.
it.
Where'd you get that sweatshirt? Walmart?
Oh, more like Target.
Yeah. Bet you did.
Where'd you get the
What,
fucking
$8?
Walmart? Hey, what, $8 they pay you? What, they pay you for that?
No, it's a Gap.
You gotta
Oh,
pick
no,
up a lot
that's
of
American
shit to get
Apparel.
that.
Oh,
American
that's-
Apparel. It's
that's
actually
bad news.
nicer than your
a lot of shit to
stupid
get up.
wearing your Hanes shirt. You look like you're wearing tighty whities on your fucking chest. You look disgusting. Put your big old belly and you're fucking eating out of mommy when we know there's bacon in your pockets, you fucking loser.
Bacon in my pockets.
Actually, that's a pretty good name for a comedy album.
Bacon in your pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Pockets.
Maybe for Sean Donnelly.
Sean.
I'm Sean.
I'm Sean.
I'm Sean.
Remember Sean?
The fat guy?
Oh my God. I think you're heavier than him.
I'm not. I'm losing weight.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's eating at a mommy.
No, not this. I got turned on to these things called meal squares.
Oh my God,
Oh,
they're
God, here we go.
Meal squares.
disgusting.
I put raspberry jam on them. I'm losing weight.
Yeah, because you're eating a brick instead of food.
It has a lot of
I don't
protein in
encourage
it.
this at all.
You don't?
I do not.
Oh,
I
I'm
think you
doing
should
it.
eat whole foods,
Really?
100%.
Are you eating vegetables or fruits?
I have dinner. I have vegetables at night. Yeah. Oh, you really?
I guess
you
meal-
knew about this.
What are they called? What is it?
Well,
Yeah,
this
I
company's
just saw
called
you
Meal
3
Squares.
days ago.
What are meal squares?
You gotta look it up.
What
I'm not letting to advertise on our terrific.
No,
show.
no,
they
no.
come in a box?
Yeah, you do. You get like 80 of them.
You just eat squares all the time?
Yeah,
Two
they-
a day.
They're
Shut
so
up.
gross.
One for breakfast, one for
One
They're
lunch?
That's it,
400
baby.
calories a piece.
They taste
That's
good?
all, and you lose your appetite. It's
They-
amazing, and it has all nutrients in it, Mark.
They
know.
taste good?
No,
No.
they taste like shit,
See,
but they.
I'm not
What?
into it.
Yeah, why don't you just get a fucking
I don't know.
eat healthy? I don't know. How much is it?
It is healthy.
How much is each square of dog
No,
shit?
it was $89 for the whole thing.
And how many
I
come in
think
it?
I got 60 maybe.
It's actually a pretty good
that
price.
is a pretty
That's
good
an
deal for a
amazing good
deal.
deal. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll just eat that.
That's
It's in beta test now. They're gonna have. It has chocolate in it, which I don't like.
it's why he's growing that third arm.
There's chocolate in it?
Little chocolate. I said I emailed them and they said we're working on an oatmeal one. Thank you for your.
Are they
turned
all
into a
exactly
white
the
woman
same?
with a short
exactly
haircut.
the fucking same.
Dude, what are you doing to your life? You're eating breakfast in the same
I
square.
know.
You're like a fucking computer. You're like the Matrix, but with a,
I'm not.
I eat lunch
I'm
now.
Not, I'm not. I'm not. You fuck 8, man.
yeah. How long are you gonna be able to do that
fuck
for?
8,
Is
man.
that how long the diet should be? Just 60?
I'm just gonna chew it forever, a long time. Hunter's
gonna-
doing
he's
it.
definitely
he lost
dying.
a ton of weight, Hunter. He has my body.
I advocate real food.
Yeah.
Eat
Oh,
real food.
You know what? I'm gonna start a company where I just sell people.
Also, I feel like our culture manipulates you into
Yeah.
believing that you're too fat, too skinny, too whatever. You need this, you need that. Fuck it. No. Eat when you're hungry. Eat what you like, and don't overdo it.
Sound like
The
Lori.
end.
Well, also, yeah, and it's like, yeah, they just every day the same fucking meal. Every day.
You have to enjoy things. You have to be present. I enjoy my food.
I know. I get a nice acai bowl in the morning.
Acai? Those are very good. They're a little high in sugar, but they're good.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Oh, it's great. It's a Brazilian
berry.
thing. But they make it in like a
You get it from Juice Press?
No, there's a place called Patanga by my house. It's so good. You get the acai on the bottom, but it's like blended
Yes.
acai. It's not
Do they
good.
put like an almond?
Yes, and then you
anything?
get almond butter, like a little scoop of almond butter, coconut
All good. Yes.
Flakes
Yes.
with granola,
Uh-huh.
banana, and blueberry.
That's beautiful. What
With
a
a little
beautiful
bit
meal.
of with a little bit of honey on top.
And does it taste good?
It's the best thing ever, but I'm going broke.
How much are they?
They're $10. That's the problem. So
know,
by
juice
the end of the
press.
week, that's $70 a week.
Oh God, that's a lot.
$280.
What? Can you make your own thing at home?
No. I could.
It's only $3,300 a year before taxes.
Yeah, but then I get a salad. That's also $10 for lunch.
20 times.
I definitely spend $20 a lunch. At least $20 a day.
When Marshall and I were doing my budget, I said $50 for food a day.
Wow.
I know. Well, just like at Whole Foods, just for fish and vegetables is like 17.
Yeah, it's too much money.
Yeah, but I sleep so much better when I eat healthy.
Well, yeah, everything's better.
Yeah, I feel better.
There's no substitute for treating your body right. There's no better feeling.
No. I went to, when I was on the road, I did restaurants, and I was like, the first day I ate food at the restaurants, and then the second day I was like, I just can't because I feel horrible.
Yeah, what would you eat?
Well, the first day I went to the restaurant that was by my old house that my ex-husband and I used to go to.
It's funny when you go back and you eat like the things you loved as a kid, and you're like, and you still had so much energy, and now you eat them, and you're like,
I know. I had the same soup.
What did you get? Yeah,
I had
yeah.
the same soup
I
and
could
a
get
salad.
sausage gravy biscuits and run around. No, you can't.
It was like this chicken and wild rice soup thing that they had, and I was
Actually, that sounds somewhat healthy.
It's not. It had a little cream in it, and I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta do a show like this.
it's funny,
It was
dude.
bad. So yeah, that also gave me a little negative association with going back home.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So where did you eat the rest of the time?
Well, I stayed over at Jeff, our Curry's sister's house, and then in the morning she gave us a little coffee.
That's
and then
it.
That's it.
So eat when you're hungry. Thank God I'm never hungry. What and now you have a roommate now.
Well, yeah, for short term.
What?
I'm letting
Oh,
Jeff
short term?
Yeah.
Was that decided after the fact or?
No, it was always gonna be because we put up we
wall.
looked at putting up a wall. It's someone that is moving here that needed a place to stay, so I'm letting him stay in my living room. But my living room is big, and so we're gonna put a wall up where there's a closet, and he's gonna stay in there. He's nice.
Yeah, but what kind of a wall that can be moved?
Yeah, it's a pressurized wall, so you fill it with air,
Oh.
and it doesn't change any of the construction.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Jessica, my best friend, bought an air compressor so she could fill it.
That's nice.
I know.
Well, no, it's going to help you so much with your monthly payments.
Yeah, it's gonna give me a little exhale.
Because you're
which
not
will be
bartending
nice.
anymore.
I'm not bartending.
You're not bartending at all? Mm-mm. All these changes, and she never tells me.
I know, because I wanted to wait till this.
Jeez.
I know. Well, I went to guest bartend, which was like 2 weeks after I hadn't been bartending at all, and I was like, nah, I don't want, because I was like, this gave me a little taste of what I used to do, and I was like, forget it.
You made so much money. How are you just going to supplement your within?
I'm
your
gonna
income?
actually put more into this, and then hopefully our dreams will come true in comedy.
Also, she trains. She only would train in the morning. She could do 2 shifts
Now I can
of training.
Yeah, I do.
Stop
2
trying to get her to
nights.
work behind a bar. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's really
But there's
not
so
good
much
for
money
me.
you can make.
I know. It's
By
not-
wearing short skirt with no underwear.
Yeah, and then
So much
and
money.
Basically, like a bra. You
Yeah.
just wear a bra
Yeah,
and underwear.
yeah, and makes-
because it makes so much money.
And have no self-confidence.
None, and
Yeah.
people will grab you because they think that they own you because you're a bartender.
But so much
you could
money.
just go home and feel raped every day. It's great. So much money. Your bank account.
Oh, so much money. You can get new shoes. Right, Marshall?
Yep.
Yeah. That's New York.
That's New York.
That's New York.
You should
man.
be a bartender instead of picking up shit.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
dude.
no.
I fucking hate people.
Yeah, it's rough.
You think I'm gonna deal with someone being like, "Oh, give me a fucking whiskey sour"? Someone that sounds like you.
I was
Let me
talking,
get 3 whiskey sours for my boys.
and they always grab the back of your head. They're like, "Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here." No, come here, come here. I have to tell
Really?
you. Yeah, and then they grab the back of your head, and you're like, "Get your
Whoa, do
fucking
they
hands."
really do that?
they
100%
really
of the time.
touch
Oh my
you?
god!
About 9 million times a night. And sometimes, like, this, so you'll be
They try to
standing
pull
there.
you close because it's loud.
God.
Yeah, and I do this, and I go, I can hear you from here. See how I can hear you? You can say it from there.
God.
And I lean way far back, and then, and I hate, this is what I hate the most, when they go, just put a little more in there for me. And I go, we ain't fucking. I'm not losing my job for you.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You gave me $1 on the last tip. And so, nope. I was like, do you see the reasoning behind why I wouldn't give you any extra and lose my job? And they're like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Jesus,
I
that's
wish I would have
badass.
just gone. Why don't you just bartend one night and I can come and watch you?
Oh my God,
I'd
you
love
would
to do
laugh.
that.
I've seen her
I get so
bartend
many-
before,
Is she cool?
but I've never seen her at the Dream, where it would be pretty badass to see you move around.
It's intense. I do four drinks a minute was my average. It's intense.
Yeah, bartending's not easy.
Yeah. And even when people are trying to hit on you, you're like, cool. What do you want to drink? And then you just move on.
Yeah.
You're like, no time, go. But I keep in touch. The weird thing is that I keep in touch with everybody from the Dream that I worked with.
But you hated them. They didn't work as
No.
hard as
The
you.
manager
Oh.
was awful. My coworkers were so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
and very
good, though.
attractive.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I love how like 10 minutes ago you're like, everyone talks about the weight and how you look, and you're like, well, I like them because they're attractive. You know?
Well, I also like it because they eat so much, and I feel so jealous about that because they like eat like crazy. We go on break, and they're just like pound tacos and stuff. I'm like, that's awesome that you have that much self-confidence to then wear a bra with 10 tacos in your belly.
Well, I think what happens is when you're younger, you have a higher metabolism. I know a lot of people that like they
You
might
think
have a
that-
4-pack,
You think
but
that those people are younger than me? That
way
bartend?
younger, way younger. Like not even close. But like,
Is that true? Or is it just
No. Because remember Aaron that came in? He
yeah,
bartended with me.
yeah, but he's tall.
He was older.
Yeah, well, he was 35, I think. Point being is that a lot of people, if they look good, they feel like they could eat as shitty as possible, but their insides look like dog shit.
Yeah. We would, plus we would work it off, I
Yeah.
think, with the amount of work that we did. It was crazy. Crazy. I did text, I was texting with one of them today, and she was like, let's go work at this place. And I was like, yeah, wait. I'm still tempted. I'm like, yeah. Ooh.
The money's good, but you keep repeatedly hating it.
I know. Well, I worked at a different bar on the water, and I worked with this guy.
I just noticed you have a way better chair than me.
I always do have.
Oh shit!
It's fucking bullshit.
I've also
I just saw her
been in
move like this,
relationships.
and I was like, I can't do. I'm not moving. It's fucked up.
I know.
We should get 2 of these.
We're gonna
things.
get you
Look at
one.
that fucking chair.
We'll get you one
Look at-
soon. You gotta be funny for a few more shows.
This one has stains on it.
You gotta be funny for a few.
Oh
more.
fuck
The
you.
stains came from you earlier in
That's
between
true.
shows.
That's
you
true.
You're
farted.
not that funny.
we, so I worked on the boat, and then I told this one guy,
Go ahead.
we had the most unattractive outfits, and I hated it. I was like, I can't be hot. This is awful.
Yeah.
A. And then one time,
There's got to be a B.
yes, one time I was
A.
A. B. I was working, and this guy was like, "Oh, I could leave now, or I could stay and help you." And I was like, "If you stay and help," because it was a whole big fucking boat. And I was like, "Yeah, if you could stay and help me, that'd be awesome to close down because you have to take everything off the boat." And they wanted me to do it by myself.
I mean, this is a boat that goes around the
No.
bar.
It's parked, and so I was like, "I'll give you a ride home if you stay." And he was like, "Cool." And I was just being nice. That's a nice thing to do. Plus, there's no train nearby because it's on the water. And he gets in the car.
Oh no.
Yes, and I could tell that he wanted to like make out.
Oh shit.
So I was like, I'm just gonna take you to the train. And so then we stopped, and he was like, just park. And I was like, no, you can just get out. And then I was leaning all the way over to the side, and he grabs my arm and pulls me, and I threw the car in park and just got out of the car. I was like, please just get out of the car. I don't want to deal with this right now. I was like, just get out of the car. And I'm standing by the car going, why is this happening? I just wanted to give him a ride home to be nice. And it's just like, we can't win.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
And then he just texts me. He's like, hey, can you put me on your email list for comedy shows? And I just wrote back, no.
Why did you even write back?
Because I I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because he's cute.
Like, did you,
No.
did
No,
you ever
okay.
do something like that? Honestly, like
Well-
try to do the line shit and
No, that's my
Get
thing.
over
I
and
I
stuff.
don't do that. I
like
don't.
when you were a kid.
No, even when I was a kid, I never. I was always very shy, and no, I don't think I've ever said a line to a woman in my life.
Yeah.
I've
Well, he
never.
didn't say a line. He just
No,
grabbed
no,
it.
no. Or I've
The
never
action of-
crossed a
yeah.
line with
Oh.
with grabbing someone or
It's
whatever.
as if he was saying a line. You know what I mean?
Well,
That he was being.
I even told the guy about the chemist that day because I had just come back from Indiana.
Yeah, all he hears is you're a wounded bird. That's all he
Well, he
hears.
sees your tits.
No, there was no tits.
No, but
I
all
was
he
in
hears
a weird,
is no, but
weird
he,
thing.
He hears that you're in a weak place, and he's here to and in a twisted mind of a guy, he'll be like, "Well, she's confiding in me. She probably wants my dick." You know, everything. Like he'll twist anything though. You wanting his dick.
You stand there for hours doing nothing. Like you got to talk to people, and
Well-
I never want to talk to the customers.
I'm not saying it's right.
So-
I'm saying. Yeah, I had a date.
When?
Not really. It wasn't really a date.
When?
Oh yeah, did you ever figure out if it was a date?
No, I'm still not figuring out.
What was it?
I don't know. This really pretty woman who was
A woman.
A woman.
Well, he doesn't-
34, 35. A woman.
Older person.
Oh, really old. So she came stumbling in. No. So she's from she doesn't live in this country, but she comes here
She's not
to do
real.
work. She does she's a director. Like she's cool.
Yeah.
And she liked she wanted to come to a comedy show. And then she asked me on Facebook to come to a comedy show, and I didn't have one. And I was like, well, why don't we just meet up for a drink?
Oh, Andrew, that's so
Look at you.
good.
I know, it's pretty ballsy.
Holy shit.
But it wasn't like a sexual, I didn't know, like, I just, I was like, yeah. But I was like, oh, well, if she's reaching out to keep coming to a show, she might as well, maybe she just wants to see me. I don't know.
Wants to jump on that dick.
Yeah, it's fucking jump right on, baby. Oh. And so
Both of you.
it was funny. I don't know. I think whatever the therapy, whatever. I went out to dinner with like.
I was
Did
fucking.
you just finish this? Did you meet with her?
That's what I'm doing. You fuck.
Oh. I thought you were going to another story.
So there's like 9 of us at dinner, and I decided not to drink. I didn't want to drink, and this is actually pre-AIDS test. So this is how my life is going to be from now on. It's going to be
Yeah, that
PA.
part. That,
PA, and
No,
AA,
BA.
BA and AA.
A.
AA.
you have to watch that pause too. You go pre-AIDS.
Yeah.
Test.
Test. yeah.
You should edit out the test.
So I at this point I don't have AIDS. So and it test. So the old me would never have a girl come to a place where I'm with 9 friends.
That's not true. You brought Remy to the house party.
Could you let him just finish?
Well,
That's different. That was different. I guess it wasn't completely different.
Was it boys and girls at this night?
Yes,
dinner?
yes.
Men and women.
Yes.
These were my friends, though. These weren't my comic friends. She was a comic, and I was like, oh, it's just a comedy hangout. This is different. Because these are like my friends from college and shit that have like real jobs.
Yes.
Whatever. So I'm and they know me as like never having a girl. I don't know, whatever. Like the idea of like having
Everyone
a girl
knows you as
come.
not having
Yeah, everybody. So I hate you. Tess. So whatever. So I'm like,
Split
I'm
tune.
telling everyone, I'm like, so this girl though dated a good friend of mine's older brother.
Okay.
So that I know decently enough where I didn't know if they were still dating or like whatever. So I was like, why does she want to come? I still don't really know exactly. So anyway, so she comes and I'm telling everyone, I was like, yeah, but you know, it's Paul's older brother. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, just tell us a girl's coming. Like, why are you, like, I have to give like this whole like justification for a woman coming to meet me. And because I have so much anxiety that she is going to come and then feel uncomfortable with 9 random people. And then I'm going to have anxiety of having to introduce her without having a set that we've maybe talked once before this in
Yeah.
person. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna have to introduce her, but everyone's gonna be like, if I'm fucking her or dating her, and now I gotta tell everyone that I'm not. And then
They're not entitled to know what's happening.
Yeah, I know. And then she
Yeah.
gets there and she's like, "Hey, I'm Leah," and everyone's like, and then I just start talking. Like there was nothing. There was like no. There's nothing. It's like because people aren't like intrusive like that.
Right.
But I think So
We've been in the world. We know. Yes,
Yeah.
you don't have to explain that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she comes, and then we go to another bar, and then I walk her home, and it was nice. It was like no kissing or anything, but like it was a great conversation. And the next day, I wake up, and I was like, "Oh," she's like, "I'm gonna go to the park." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I wake up, I was like, "How's the park?" She's like, "Actually, I'm not going, but if you want to come and join me," and she was up in like Washington Heights or whatever. And I was like, "No, but we could." I was like, "She's like," I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "It's pretty far. It's fucking like an hour and a half." So we ended up meeting in
train.
Central Park,
That's nice.
and we ended up like getting off on the stop because the trains weren't like working well. We got off in Harlem, like 30 like blocks in front of the train. So we ended up walking down to Central Park. And it's like this, like, it's almost like whatever. I don't even want to say Woody Allen movie because right now Woody Allen, everyone hates him. But like, it felt like that. Like, with just the conversation was flowing. We stopped. We got plums. Like, it was a very like I've never like it was like a date that I didn't even know like you could have. You know what I mean? Like, we got plums. You know, that's pretty big. So you get plums.
Were they juicy? Did it go
Oh, they
all
were
over
good
you?
plums.
Did you go all over you? Did you
No,
have
no.
napkins?
They weren't mealy and shit.
Huh?
This time of year.
They were organic. They were like purple. I don't know. We tried olive oil. It was pretty nice. We like whatever. We're walking, and then we're eating the plums, and so we walk into the park and
Get the shits?
No.
No, I didn't get the shits. But so we walk, and we're walking, and you know how there's like pathways in the park where it gets very woodsy, and
Did you hold her hand?
I didn't hold her hand.
Oh, God.
I didn't want to push it. So, anyways, we start walking and we see this like whatever, he's a black guy, whatever, homeless guy comes out of the woods, and we're walking towards him, and we're still like 100 feet away. And I literally make the joke. I was like, I was like, I don't understand how people can hike in like L.A. where there's mountain lions and not think the whole time mountain lions. You know what I mean? Like not think or like you sometimes go to the woods.
Yeah.
And how you're not thinking, oh, a bear is going to attack
No,
me.
I think about that.
Yeah, so it's like,
For
how
sure.
is it relaxing? So I'm joking because we see the homeless guy and we're walking down this pathway, and probably we should have just been like, okay, how about we wait this out because we were going to be alone. So we start walking, and the guy fucking stares me down, and he's a big dude. And he goes, "What the fuck you follow me, white boy? You fucking following me, motherfucker? What, because I'm black, bitch? You follow me because I'm black?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?" And like,
Text me.
I was like, dude, I was like, no, dude. I was like, I don't think so, and like, whatever. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And like, I'm so used to being alone. My instinct is to run, right? So I start walking real fast, and I turn around. I thought she was walking with me. She's like froze, like she's treating the guy like he's like a bear, like if you run, he'll like follow you. She was thinking, and I was like, no, you just get towards people, because we were like in like alone, like there was no one there. And
So
she's
you
like,
ditched her.
so I ditched the shit out of her. So then she starts walking. I was like, come on. I was like, I'm not waiting. Just get the fuck over here. Just stop. What are you doing? Like, I didn't know what she was doing. So then we walk by, and then we have this moment, and like I turn around, and she's like, is he following us? And he was staring. He was like, I think he was debating on like running after us. And so we start walking, and I'm like, so I know I kind of like left you. And we started laughing about it a lot. Like, and I was like making like not a big deal of it, but I just thought it was really funny that I left her, and she told me about this movie where it's like a foreign movie where there's an avalanche and the father runs away from his family, but everyone lives. So
It's so awkward.
So the whole movie's about the father running away from the family that like caught up to him. They're like, yeah, you left us. like, and there is something to that, like of leaving someone, you know what I mean? But it's
You're not supposed to.
but what do you do do you run? You run in that situation, right? Like you grab her hand and you take off. You don't stop. I feel like a lot of people with problems, they stop and they're like, let's try to communicate with the crazy person about how they're going to kill us. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that happens a lot.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know the
Yeah.
situation. I typically out crazy that.
Yeah.
Like you start twitching, like you come up with a twitch, or you like. I start
Yeah, I've
singing
been told to do
loudly.
that. Like, you
yeah.
get crazy and
Yeah, you
sing.
get crazier.
Or you get really like.
Why don't you just take off and get towards people? I think that's.
I mean, that's if you're, yeah, I mean, you're fast enough. But I wouldn't, if I were a man, and I think that I am, I would have grabbed her and made sure she was safe first.
I didn't. Yeah, I did not. I definitely didn't do this guy.
Definitely didn't do that. I mean,
No.
I just stopped a mugging and I saved an old dude. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know what kind
so-
of pussy ass shit you're onto.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. That's a good point.
oh, but speaking of, I have to go.
Hold it. Could he finish this before
Oh,
I hear
please,
about your?
yeah, I don't.
Sorry, man.
That's what she does. Yeah, thanks.
Could I just hear
I
what
just want
happened?
to know if it's. Oh
I just
yeah,
wanna
what's
know-
happening with this date? Are
Yeah.
you talking to her still?
No, it's fine. Let's go on to you.
No, I want to know.
No, I get
so
it.
when you,
Do you have a yeast infection, or is it you good? Is your badge good, or what's
I don't
good?
know. No, so anyways, we lay down afterwards and we like laugh about it a lot. And then
Lay down?
Yeah, we
In
lay
the
down in the
grass.
grass.
Oh, that's cute.
Which wasn't far away from
In
the
the
mugging.
meadows? In the
Yeah.
nice
No, not the meadows. It was actually kind of pretty. It was pretty much just dirt. That's where I picked.
first you walk away from her and
fair-
you lie down in the
fair-
dirt.
Yeah. I ran away from her. I go, hey, let's lay in some mud. Let's forget. I was like, there's the
This is going from great.
only one way she's gonna forget about me running away is by laying in dirt. Yeah. So we lay in the dirt and I don't know, we just have a good conversation. And then we see cops and we're like, I was like, should I wave them down and tell them that
How
this
long
person
had this?
at this
bad
point it's like 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
So I go, they were driving by, and I was like, I don't really want to deal with it. And she's like, no, I think you should. So I gave one of these like lazy waves, like they weren't going to stop, you know? And I was like, I missed them, you know? And then we start walking again, and we go, I don't know, I have to pee. Not right now, but then in the story. And so I had to pee so many times, too, in the park.
I
Like,
think you have a prostate issue.
no, I've got blood work. I'm good. So
They can't tell from blood work.
I got
if
my
you're-
asshole. I had colonoscopies. I got
They
everything
ultrasound
done.
your prostate.
Sure.
What was your PSA?
Huh?
What was your PSA?
I don't know.
So what
Continue.
happened?
So,
So
I
at
have,
this point, how much
if I had
time
prostate
passed?
cancer, they would see it. on
Not
the
prostate
blood.
cancer. I think it's just enlarged, and
Oh,
that's why
wow.
you pee all the
That's why
time.
my dick is small.
'Cause it all went to the prostate.
That actually makes sense. So, so I'm walking with her, and then we see cops, and I was like, you know what? I think it'll make everyone better if I just. So we go up to the cops, and they're in the car, and the guy like rolls down his window, and you could already see that they were like, God, fucking cops annoy me sometimes. Thank God, but they do a great job. Anyway, so I go up to him and I was like, you know, I know that it's, you know, it's been pretty much 45 minutes since this happened, and I know that it's, you know, past the time, but I just thought I would tell you guys that I'm gay. No. I go, I thought I would just tell you that there is, you know, it seems to be a pretty crazy dude that was gonna attack me. Like if I stopped, he would attack me. I could feel it. And funny thing, they're like, so what do you look like? And I was like, he was, he's black. And they're like, what else? And I was like, he had a towel. Like I couldn't really describe him. Which and I
Because
was
you're
like,
trying
maybe
not to look at him.
Yeah.
Because you're trying not to make eye contact.
Well, that
Right.
actually makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
with like people that get attacked when they can't describe their attacker because they're in shock and they're fighting. You know.
Also, it's if you make eye contact with homeless people around here, that's like your you just
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, it's like
So,
yeah. So I didn't really look at him that hard, and I knew he had a towel. That was it. And I was like, well, he's in the pathway between the dirt where we laid and the water, whatever. But the cops were like, they were like condescending. They go, yeah, you know, we have a lot of crazy people in the park. I was like, no fucking shit. Like, I get it. They probably thought maybe we were tourists, you know? I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I fucking know the difference between like, we deal with that every day on the train. Like, you know when someone's like just crazy and someone that's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
And so later we find out 5 hours later, I tell you that 3 people got stabbed.
What?
No.
You too much.
So yeah, right there. No. So then we walk and then we get dinner, And
What?
yeah,
And dinner?
yeah, I know. We got Thai food.
A
My
plum
favorite.
and dinner?
A
You have
plum and
pad
dinner.
see ew?
Pate.
Pate?
It's my last pad see ew before my cholesterol. So
And it was on a date.
I don't even know if it was a date at this point.
It was a date.
I don't know. There was no like kiss at the end, but I felt like
didn't
I
get-
felt like a sexual connection. I really did, but I don't
Why
know.
didn't you take the kiss?
Yeah, what happened with the kiss?
I was a little bit. This was pre-AIDS test, and no, I didn't want. But I don't know. I think I was still like her with the ex, with my buddies being the ex, and like she brought up his name like a few times.
Oh,
and,
she did. Okay.
the night before, but then I actually asked her. I was like, "Are you guys still dating?" She said they like hooked up once, whatever. But yeah, I think I don't know if I would have to have the conversation with him if I were to pursue it. But I did ask her if she wanted to hang out Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah,
You mean
she
tomorrow?
yeah,
Whoa.
and she said, well, she's only in the country till Sunday.
Okay. And what'd she say?
Who's it? No, I go, oh, it was funny though. I wrote her, I go, hey, what's up? I go, it's Andrew. And she goes, Andrew who? And I go, oh, the guy that left you at the park. Oh, she goes, oh yeah, that Andrew, like, whatever. So yeah, no, and she actually has a date with a friend, like a girlfriend that she already had. But she said if that falls through or whatever, she's gonna let me know. And then she might come to my show on Saturday. But I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. But you saw a picture of her. She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
But like she confided in me. She told me, I can't talk about. She confided in me,
I
and now I'm
know.
gonna
I
tell
know.
people.
She confided this really deep, dark secret.
Yeah. Oh wow, I almost really fucked up.
Good job.
Yeah, what an idiot. But anyways, it just felt good. It felt like a like mature, like connection that was like not. I don't know.
I went on a date.
Did you? How long have you been thinking about saying that?
I
Did you
just
hear
thought, I
any of
just
the story?
remembered.
Did you hear any
No,
of the story?
I did.
what
She
day?
was listening.
I know. I'm fucking her. Jesus Christ! Don't look at me like that. You look like an old lesbian. Anyway.
Same situation. I don't know if it was a date or not.
Oh.
But this person has been asking me out for a year, and he travels for work. So I text him and I said,
Married?
No.
Oh.
And
How do you meet him?
he came to a show. We just became buds. I thought. I mean, he's been asking me out for a year.
Do you feel like he's too professional or attractive? What's going on?
I just don't feel it. Like, when you just like, you go out and you're just like, nope.
But if he escalated it, would you feel like wanting to kiss him, or did you just feel like?
Well, can I tell the story?
Yeah,
and
go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what
Yeah,
happened.
I know.
So, at the end. So
Sorry, I'm looking at your chin hair.
What?
I don't have any chin.
You got one.
Shut up. No, I don't. You're such an idiot. So.
Audience, this is brother sister bullshit that we all have to be present at.
For 3 hours,
suck it
I held
up.
back saying it. For 3
We
hours.
just have to suck it up.
For 3 hours,
These
I
two
was like, God, I
dummies
want to say chin
both
hair
won
so bad. But I was like, I'll wait till Patreon. You're welcome.
So I was like, where are you? What's going on?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm hanging out at this place, which wasn't far from where I was. And I was like, he goes, what are you doing? And I said, well, I need to go. I was going to go to the creek in the cave. And I was like, but I can go really any time because I need to talk to Rebecca. And so he goes, okay, well, I'm hanging out at this place with a couple buddies. Come and meet up. And I was like, okay. And then I go, I'm just going to come now because then I can go afterwards. So I showed up and we were hanging out and he's like, can I go with you? And I said, sure. And then when we're driving, I drove because I'm not drinking. So I was driving and he starts yelling at me about not hanging out because I haven't made time to hang out. And I was like, we're right in the middle of hanging out. Like, why are you yelling at me about hanging out?
Who is this
And I
guy?
just like took it for a little while and I was like, you have to understand my schedule. Like I have a crazy schedule. And then it was fun. We had a good time. He was very gentlemanly. Other than that, he was great. Like he opened the doors. He made sure I was taken care of. Like I was talking to Rebecca, the owner of the club, and he walked over with a new seltzer. And he was like, here, I threw out your other one away. I was like, that was nice. And then I drove him.
What did he put in it?
Yeah, no kidding. And then I drove him home. I drove him to the train. And then that's it. I didn't drive him home. And near my house, he's like, just drop me off at the train by your house. That way you don't have to go out of your way. I was like, oh, that's also
Where did
very
he
nice.
live?
He lives in the city.
Oh.
I know. So then fast forward, he sends me a picture of his Halloween costume, him in his Halloween costume. And I was like, you're a 45-year-old man.
Oh, Jesus.
And he goes, no response? And I was like, nope.
What did he wear? What was it? Did you kiss him when you dropped him
No.
on the train? What did he wear?
It was a Care Bear costume.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Which bear?
The blue one.
Oh, that's nice.
Does he realize that you're never going to speak to him ever again?
I'm never gonna. He was like, here. And I was like, no. And they, no response to that? And I said, no.
He thought you would find it funny because you're a comedian.
Yeah, and I need a man.
Yeah, you need a fucking man.
I need a man.
Yeah, you need a fucking
You need
care.
a fucking man.
You don't need a Care Bear. You need a fucking.
I don't dress
Bear
up for
Bear.
Halloween.
I don't either. I don't know why that is. Why I don't really like the holiday that much.
I don't like it. I think I don't like it because I was a bartender for so long. That's what.
And you deal with drunk.
Yeah, especially on Halloween, it's the worst.
Yeah.
That the night before Thanksgiving,
St. Patty's
New
Day?
Year's.
Oh, St.
I never
Patty's
worked at
Day.
a St. Patty's Day place.
Any theme, anytime it's like a mob theme, at least Halloween. Well, no, Halloween even. But like
SantaCon. Ugh.
SantaCon. Yeah, fucking kill me.
We wouldn't allow. I worked at this place. We wouldn't allow anybody in with a Santa costume on. It was sick.
Oh, Santa Claus. Yeah, I heard of
Yeah, it's awful.
I love that because it's like
I hate those people.
so anti-Santa and religion. It just feels badass to not let Santas in. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, Halloween. I haven't dressed. I can't even tell you the last time I dressed.
I booked on a show, and I feel like I shouldn't do it just because I feel like I'm going to have a horrible attitude about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to be like,
Oh, you're booked on a show on Halloween.
on Halloween and the whole weekend. I'm at shows in the Village. And so I feel like I'm going to be
We're at the Land or Greenwich.
Grizzly.
Oh, Grizzly.
And I feel like I'm just going to be like,
Oh, I know.
you fucking idiots.
Especially
Grow up.
Grizzly Pear too, which is like downtown where it's like all bars
Just all NYU students,
Getting dressed up.
or even
just-
worse people. Yeah.
or even 45-year-olds that are trying to date.
And Care Bears. Like a week early. He put it on.
He
just
put
to
it
keep-
on just
yeah.
to send me the picture.
It's sad. Well,
Yeah.
you know what though? You know what? Maybe that could be the opposite of what you've been dating.
What have I been?
A nice Care Bear.
No, I need a man. I've been dating boys.
Oh, okay.
I need a man.
This guy was he married at all?
Never. Also a red flag. 45,
yeah.
never married. He's been in long-term relationships.
36, married 7 times.
Ooh,
What a loser.
what a loser. Yeah, it was weird. That one, and then somebody else who I had gone out with a couple of times sent me a message, and he was like, "Where's this girl that I fell in love with?" And I was like, "What? When did you fall in love with me?" I was like, "Who? Why?" And I keep showing snapshots to Jessica. I was like, "Why does everybody keep falling in love with me? I'm not lovable. What are they talking about?"
No, you aren't. You aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna come to my show on Saturday. I was like, "Please don't come."
Who
I
did you
just don't want-"
save?
What do you mean?
You said you saved somebody.
Oh,
Did you? Did you? Ever
I
tell
did from a mugging.
Yeah. Do you know about this, Andrew?
I do.
Oh, you do.
We should talk about it on the what time? I gotta go.
You have to go.
Yeah,
He
man.
always does this.
I always do it. I have a fucking job. I gotta pay rent, dude. I can't just freaking train people.
Yes, I stopped
No,
mugging,
we should
but
literally make that a whole
we
thing.
should make it a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be a 10-minute. It'll be the next 10-minute mark. We'll be good. I'm telling you. This was good. Patreon, thanks, guys. I gotta go. Are we doing the thing? I'm kidding.
No.
No, we don't need it.
We don't.
Tushy sheets. Just get them. You'll figure it out.
Marshall, where can we find you?
I'm at Sound Lounge every day.
Oh, new one. I'm an Andrew T. Collin every day.
on Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram and Twitter.
You can find us at Happy Never After Podcast on Instagram, HNA Pod on Twitter. We have new Gmails that I will send out, and Andrew's going to go on a diet. He's the only person that should go on a diet. And you can follow me at Mara Merrick. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.